أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما آمين يا رب العالمين. Welcome to lesson number 2 of Advanced Nahw and Structures. We started with Kana wa akhwatuha. Today, inshallah, we are going to continue with Kana wa akhwatuha and we'll see that what are they. We learned that there is a fi'l tam and fi'l naqis. We know that fi'l tam has its action, its time, and its pronoun, while fi'l naqis has a time part, but it doesn't have any action. Therefore, that is why we call it a fi'l naqis. And as we know that kana is the most commonly used fi'l naqis, that is why we call this set of fa'al kana wa akhawatuha. So let's continue. We learned that this Philonakis, this Kana or this and its sisters, they enter a Jumla Ismiya, like we did example in the last session. Umarun Muslimun, we know that this is Muqtada and Khabar, it is our Jumla Ismiya. So fail in Hakis, what it does that it cancels its Irab, and that is why we also call this as a fail nasikh because it cancels out its default states, that is Muqtada and Khabar. Now, what happens that when a Jumla, this Kana, a fail in Hakis, enters a Jumla Ismiya, our Mubtada becomes Isim Kana, but it remains Mafu, like here, Kana Umarun, and Khabar changes to Khabar Kana, and it will change into the Mansub state. Like you can see Musliman. Muslimun becomes Musliman. So Kana Umarun Musliman. So this is what a Felinakis does, and that is why this all set of Felinakis is also called as Afar Nasikha. Let's continue now. So this is the definition. We call this you can read this in Arabic, like here. أفعال ناقصة تدخل على المبتدأ والخبر فترفع المبتدأ ويسمى اسمها وتنصب الخبر ويسمى خبرها. So أفعال ناقصة when enters you can see a جملة اسمية or when enters into مبتدأ and خبر, it makes the rafa, the mubtada, which remains rafa because we know that mubtada is already a maf'ul state, and then we call it ismaha, means the ism of ha refers back to afal nakisa, the fail nakis, and then watansibul khabar, and it makes a khabar nasab, and we call it the khabaraha, means the khabar of kana or khabar of fail nakis. So here are the famous 13 this foreign nakisa that we are going to see most of the time. And this whole set is called Kana wa akhwatuha. We have Kana, Laysa, Asbaha, Zalla, Amsa, Bata, Adha, Sara, Ma Anfaka, Ma Fatia, Ma Dama, Ma Zala, Ma Bariha. So these are all Kana wa akhwatuha. These all words, these are all af'al nakisa. They are the incomplete verbs, and we call them Kana wa akhwatuha. Inshallah, we are going to learn more about them, that how they are used, what are their irab, and lots of things about them. So with most common one, the kana, this is the chart for its pronoun. We know that this is the most common, like we have learned this chart for all the patterns. Like here, you see this is for the past tense. It is like huwa kana, huma kana, hum kanu, hiya kanat, huma kanata, hunna kunna, anta kunta, antuma kuntuma, antum kuntum, Anti, kunti, antuma, kuntuma, antunna, kuntunna, ana, kuntu, nahnu, kunna. So this is our Madi chart, and uh, You see, when the ism is a pronoun, it is an inside ism, and the fail just conjugates according to the pronoun. So, in the type of Jumla Ismiya, we learned, we have learned that the Mubtada uh, just come in all sorts of the shapes and the sizes, but here in this type, we see that here this is a fi'l naqis, which has an ism that belongs to that fi'l naqis. So, we can see that the rules for the ism of the fi'l naqis and the rules of the file are exactly the same. Like there are two types of ism, outside and the inside. So when the ism is outside, it must be marfu. We know that, like it's all like we have the outside doer, so it is always marfu, and must comes after the fail, and the fail must be the huwa or here version. So it is just like that. So when the ism is a pronoun, it appears inside the fail, which simply conjugates according to the pronoun. So like here we see these are all it's you can see here kana, we have this aleph is name, and it just lacks the action. It's not the file, it's the ism of the kana. So we have here like this is the war version. So we can have an outside you can say outside sim, because we do not have the outside file here like mostly we have for the fail, because but this is fail in Arcus, so we will have an outside sim of the kana, and for the here version kana. But for all of them, we have these isim, and here for kana, we have the alif isnain, and that because it lacks the action, then we have, and it's not the file again. And then we have here, you see here, kunna, we have the nun niswa, and here kunta, we have this, the file is the isim kana, and then kuntuma, again, we have the ta file for isim kana, and for kuntum, again, this ta file. And so these are all the isim of kana. So, also, it also has a present tense form as well, and we see the visible pronouns there. So, like here, alif is nain, and also we'll see wal jama. We'll also see nun niswa as well. So, inshallah, we'll see that as well. So here you see here wal jama and all this file, the nun niswa, they are the ism of the kana. So, kana, kanu, kanat, kanata. Kunna, kunta, kuntuma, kuntum, kunti, kuntuma, kuntunna, kuntu, and kunna. So this is a chart for this Phaelinacus. So here, remember that it doesn't have a file. It has is ism, and for highlighted letters here, you see that they are its ism. Here, alif isnain, wal jama'a, ta file, and nun niswa, they are the ism of Ghana. So this is a chart for Failure Madin. Then we have the chart for Failure Mudari. We have Huwa yakunu, Huma yakunani, Hum yakununa, Hiya takunu, Huma takunani, Hunna yakunna, Anta takunu, Antuma takunani, Antum takununa, Anti takunina, Antuma takunani, Antunna takunna, Ana akunu, Nahnu nakunu. So we have this again. We have this present tense form where we see the visible pronouns here, alif is name, the vowel jama, the nunun niswa. So these are all ism of kana. So again, here you see for this yakunu and takunu, akunu and nakunu, we have damir mustatir huwa, damir mustatir hiya, damir mustatir ana, that is the ism of kana, and we have damir mustatir nahnu, that is our here ism of kana. So remember that we have for huwa here, and for these akunu and nakunu, we have the damir mustatir here huwa, here ana, and nahnu. And these are the ism of kana. They are not the file of these kana and yakunu, because we know that this is fail naqis, and we do not have a file for fail naqis. We have the ism of kana or ism of yakunu. So here we have this alif isnain, nun niswa, wal jama, and again for these four parts, these four versions, huwa here and Ana and nahnu, we have the damir mustatir. Ana isim kana, damir mustatir. Nahnu isim kana, damir mustatir. Huwa isim kana, and damir mustatir. Hiya isim kana. So this is it for the charts. And inshallah, in the next session, we are going to continue with more for the Afal and Nakisa. I'll see you in the next session. Barakallahu li wa lakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.